So we're back. We're gonna try to finish the story this these last couple of weeks. Um, I'm having lunch in my car because it's raining, and in Publix. If you know about Publix, you know about Publix. But this, I don't really. That's why I wish they had the same people making the same things when every time I go, because either it's real good or it's real like. Ugh. But anyways, let's get back to the story. So, we left off where I, got arrested. My brother and I got into this huge argument. Police was called, and I end up in jail, which was the worst experience. Yeah, I ain't like being there. I think I was in there for 2 days because I don't think Spinky and them knew about it. I don't know how they ended up finding out about it. Spinky and Donna found out about it, but they ended up finding out about me being in jail, and they ended up bailing me out, which was like I think I was on. I was my bond was like $5,000, and that's I know it's like 10%. So they ended up bailing me out for 500. So because it was a domestic dispute, I couldn't go back to my mom's house, and I think that time my brother was like 18, I think. Yeah, because I was like 20 at this time, 20 or 21, but I was like in my 20s by this time. Yeah, because my son was still like a year, and I had him. Yeah, I had him at one. Yeah, so I had him at 19. So he was like, yeah. By this time, he was like almost a year. My birthday's in June, so I was 20 by this time. So I had to be like 21. Wow. Mhm. So I go to stay with him. Mind you, he stays with his mom, his sister, and his brother. And at that time, I think they were still in high school. I think they were still in high school. I'm not sure. I really wasn't. And I'm not complaining. I mean, I appreciate it because I really didn't have nowhere to go. Like, I didn't have family like that, and because I couldn't go back to my mom's house, I didn't have friends, so I really didn't have nowhere else to go. And then he had the baby. So once Dinah and Spinky found out that I was in jail, they bailed me out. We made this agreement um, about me paying them back. So whenever I got paid, it would directly go to them. And mind you, at this time, I got like promoted to like assistant manager because by this time, a lot of the original people ended up leaving. So it was only a couple of us that was still there. And by this time, I know like all the ropes of the restaurant. I'm making orders. I'm counting down the drawers. I'm putting everything in the safe. So I'm making enough money to where I'm able to pay them. I guess pay them back because I ended up, out of all the paychecks, paying them back within like a couple of months. But me staying there, it was not bad because, like I said, I was hardly there, and because he made me sign up for school, I was really I I rarely was over there. So, mind you, when he makes me sign up for school, he ended up mind you, I'm not driving. I don't know how to drive around this time. he makes me go and take out a loan on a car. And because I didn't have no credit, he was like the second person on the car. Mind you, I don't know how to drive. All I have my ID. They still ended up giving me this car. And mind you, around this time also, he was filling out for other schools, like universities, to transfer from the community college, the Broward Community College, so he could go to a university. Ooh, excuse me. So he can go to a university because the university was giving out more money than a community college. He ended up getting accepted to USF, which is in Tampa. So once he got accepted, he was already telling me like, he's gonna have to move to Tampa and start going to school because he needed money and he needed to take out more loans, and because he maxed it out at the community college, he transferred to whatever school was gonna accept him, which is USF. So mind you, I'm now going to school and still working, so my hours completely cut, and staying at his mom's house. So his mom was the one basically watching our son. So when the time came for him to start school in Tampa, because his excuse was the car that was under my name. His excuse was, which was true when I found out when I got to Tampa, they really don't have a good transportation system up here. So he was going to need the car to get where he needed to school. He needed the car for him to get back and forth to school because the buses in Fort Lauderdale ran every 15 minutes. He was like, I can still take the bus and still be able to, maneuver around because Tampa don't have the bus system like that up here. Me, being naive and stupid, I agreed to it. Mind you, I'm still making the car payments. So, I know. That's why I say, that's why I can laugh about a lot of stuff when I'm telling these stories, is because it's like, when saying it out loud, it sounds so stupid. Like, it's like, how naive were you? Oh, I was naive. I was hurt. Like you would want. Like now, I'm probably sure a lot of people want to come through this phone, and literally strangle me. Like, how would you allow this man to do? So basically, let's get back to it. So I agreed to it. So mind you, I'm telling everybody, I got a car. I don't know how to drive. I got a car. He mainly has it and everything like that. So he ends up moving to Tampa, going to school, and everything. So it's going weeks now that I'm not seeing him.